Bienvenido, welcome. I'm your favorite hobby tourist. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. You know, I love starting every single day doing my dailies. I'll get up early, I'll work a little bit, make some breakfast, spend time with my family, and then I get to hang out with you guys, which is always a highlight. And today is a dev day, so that means I'll be working on my game, which I won't actually be working in engine. So I thought I would be, but I still haven't been able to. I haven't had as much time as I wanted to. I've been with work and stuff, so I still haven't fixed the bugs. And I really don't want to do a stream just me fixing bugs because I'm not going to be talking. You know what I mean? But let's see who is in here. Hello, Gumdrop, Oni, Allen, Isabel. Welcome all of you guys in here. And yeah, oh my God, you're right. You haven't seen. Oni Allen hasn't seen my face, right? Or you haven't seen my live face. You've seen my face. Obviously, I've done the shorts. Lately, I've been posting shorts with my face, and I guess you haven't actually been on any stream with my face. So you get to see it. This is me, and this is my mic, But how are you guys? Ooh, you got a new fish. Oh, nice. Man, I gotta catch up. No, I know. I mean, it's all good. It's not a big deal. I have been playing with a new art style, so that's one of the things I'm going to be doing today. So I'm starting because that's one of the things. Nothing against people who do Fakeamon and stuff like that. I've done a bunch of Fakeamon, so that was one of the things I was because a lot of my art is, it's anime, cartoonish, it's a little Fakeamon-esque. So I was wait, hold up. I was no, let me change the illustration style for my game. You know what I mean? So I was hold on, let me change this up. So I've been playing with a gouache style. So I'm looking into, other art. I was specifically looking at Caribbean, Cuban artists, because obviously I'm Cuban. And I was well, I want to get that direction for whenever I show my art. I want to use an art that's a little more distinctive. That's a little oh, that's not Pokemon, it's something else. So yes, it will be I'll still do the cartooning stuff for other stuff, but the main illustrations, I want it to be in gouache style. Is the game published? No, not yet. Not yet. Oh, not yet, Alan. I'm still working on it. Pretty much I'm assuming after I make a trailer, right? After I make a trailer, then that's when I'm actually going to try to push to get a publisher. You know what I mean? But right now, it's a no. Right now, I'm still working. I'm working on my regular job. Then as soon right now, I've been a little busy with that. So hopefully soon I could change into gears of working on my game a little bit more, because right now, almost the only time I work on my game is with you guys. Right now, I haven't had a time to debug right now. That's I did it in the morning a little bit, and I was oh man, and I was oh, I can't. I'm not able to debug all of this in time for my stream. Let's see, Alan, but I'm a heavy sleeper, so I've been waking up at 1 p.m. for me. Oh, and sometimes I get 0 sleep. Well, that's not good, Alan. You need some sleep. Me personally, I'm a big fan of Otter, which the dynamic Dymaxion sleep, but it's super inconvenient. Being honest, I like it. I don't do it as much. But they're I did try it for a little bit and I loved it. I loved how my body felt with that one. That's the one where you take multiple naps and you don't take a long sleep. You end up sleeping less time throughout the day. Throughout the 24 hours, I think you only sleep 4, but you feel very woken up. You feel very energized because you take multiple naps. But it's so inconvenient if you want to go anywhere. If you want to do something, you're oh well, I got to take a nap in an hour, and it's oh, it's not useful for day to day. Being honest, it's not useful unless if you're just you're not going anywhere. You know what I mean? If you have one of those lifestyles, maybe you're a writer, or you just work at home. I work at home, but I have family, and I want to do things with my family. Hey, Roar Vortex. Let's see, Isabel, you woke up at 7 a.m. Nice. Yeah, I wake up pretty early. I like waking up. Today I woke up at 5. I usually try to wake up 4 to 5. Wait. Oh, sorry. I have a little bit of allergies lately. I think I might need to dust my space or something. I might have like a lot of dust in my area, you know. So I might have to do that. I'm like looking around. Like, I probably do have a lot of dust in my area. I probably have to fix that. No, I mean, like, it's not on my desk, but like probably up here on like my knickknacks. See, I like my little knickknacks and stuff. But how you guys doing? You know, oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna ask. I was about to ask that, Alan. I want to see the 3 emojis. Okay, not 1, not 2, 3 emojis describing how your day has been, something you're really excited about, and then I try to guess. And you don't even have to tell me if like what it is. If I get it wrong, you're like, nope, not even close. Let's see, Alan with the house, a little person fist bump a person, and then a bed. Oh, wait. I'm guessing you're home with yourself and a friend of yours, and maybe you have like bunk beds. I don't know. Oh, a sleepover. Oh my god, that makes way more sense. I was like, what is it? Because like it looks like a bed, kind of. But yeah, I like it. I like it. Oh, you're going to their home. Oh, nice. How, like, did I ever do that as a kid? I don't think no, it's a lie. I think I did that once as a kid. I did a one sleepover. I was never like a sleepover kid. You know, it's over oh, okay. What happened? Spain. Oh, Spain won. Okay. So I know people talk about football and stuff, you know, like soccer, football. But like I feel bad because it's one of those things. Like I've never been one of those people who like watching sports. You know what I mean? It's like I'd rather play a sport than watch a sport. In football is one of those ones where it's like, for me, it is like one of the more boring ones to watch, just because there's like no points. It's literally, it ended 1-0, where it's like, yeah, okay, no. For me, I'm like, no, thank you. 1-0, that's ridiculous. At least that's how I feel. You know, I'd rather watch a game that, like, if I am going to watch something, I want to see more back and forth. You know, where with football, it's just like, the ball's over here, ball's there. It's like, okay, 0 points. Wow, good job, everybody. Nothing happened. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, like, yes, there's a lot of plays, but none of the plays succeed for anything. So for me, it's like, oh my God. But yeah. Hello, Oni Boi. You doing it backwards? It's funny. But that's a bummer, though. You said you had it backward. Like, you had it finished, right? Okay, let's see. So, what I want to do. So, like I said, today I wanted to just like continue trying out my art style, right? I'm not sure who I should draw first, though. You know what I mean? Who I want to play with, like which Ori. I was playing with this. Obviously, I don't think I'm gonna keep this one. I think I got a little better idea after doing the other piece I did yesterday, because I was also doing it in the art style. And I was like, okay, this is like, I have a little clearer idea how I want to do, especially with the pot. The pot really helped me out. I'll just show you briefly. This one? I think it's gonna be this one. I'll show you real quick what it looks like. Yeah, it's this one. So, see, I'm playing with I want to play with this style, right? And yeah, cat been sleepy. Playing the Wii. Is that the Wii? I can't tell. Is that? I don't know what that is. They're little sticks. They look like little white sticks. It looks like the Wii remotes. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing you were asleep and you woke up, and then something with little sticks that look like little Wii remotes. But yeah, I want to play with this style more. I was doing it earlier with this one, but I didn't like it. You know what I mean? I did like last time, but I was like, no, I think I want to redo it. So I guess I could start with Flamity. Flamity is just like, these are like placeholder names. The only one that has a locked in name is Mako, which is this boy. This one right here is the only one I've locked in the name Mako. I think it works really well, really simple, and it means mask. It means mask in Taino, which I think it works really well. And it's very interesting. When I want that, I want people, when they play my game, that they're like, oh, that's so interesting. Are you camping those emojis? I think that they just, well, I don't know what the last two are. The little sticks, I have no clue what those are. But it looks like they woke up. They were asleep and they woke up. And then, yeah, like I said, I want to play with Flamity a little bit, I guess, unless if there's like another one. What do you guys think? Here, I'll go through a multiple, and you guys tell me. Right? Hold up. Open. Okay, I'm gonna open some up, and I'm gonna find some, and you guys tell me which one do you think I should do. Artwork. I could do. Hold up, bonds. I think there's one that I have like an image where I have multiple. I think I did it a while ago just for reference. Oh, this is an old one. You've been watching the shorts? Yeah, nice. What'd you think? I've been slowly improving them. What is that? I don't even know what that is. I have no clue what that is, Nyakat. I don't know what it is. Let me see. Can I see it over here? Wait. Why is it so big? Here, I'll make that way smaller. Can I see? What is that? I don't know what that is. Now, I've been watching the short zone. Yeah, I like the small podcast ones. And then when you showed every Ori. Oh, nice. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Yeah. So you're liking them? Where I'm trying to change it up. You know, I'm trying like different things because I do have like a bunch of ideas, but I got to make sure, you know? All right. So we're doing, I don't know what that is. I still don't know what that emoji even is. It looks like a person turning. Hey, Ripper, welcome in. Okay. But yeah, we're going to, oh, it's this is going to do. So I have like a bunch of Oris here. This one in the back actually doesn't exist anymore. There's one of these Oris that doesn't exist, which is kind of funny. No, hold up. I was doing like a size comparison a while ago. You know what I mean? I was like, how big are they? Like realistically. This one doesn't exist anymore. Which actually I should replace it. I need to like add the one that replaced it. Let me see if I can grab it. The one that replaced it. Where is it? Here it is. Because that other one was an old one, right? I don't use it anymore because I ended up changing the design into this. Here. And I'll put it around here and then we could post it. It's like humongous, this thing. All right, hold up. It's not going to be that big. It's going to be way smaller. This is like, it is a big one. It for sure, it is like a big Ori. I think like this, right? Yeah, it's gonna be like around this size. Here, let me put it in the back though. It's gonna be way in the back. And then let's like lift it, I guess. Or let's like, where could I put this? I guess like here is okay. And then even more back, I think. It's like blocking surfing. There we go. I'm like looking for like a spot where you could put it, kind of like this. But yeah, so I was thinking because these are like a size chart. I was kind of playing with the sizes. Let's see. Here are my 3 emojis. You were playing Minecraft? I'm guessing. Did you stream it? Were you streaming Minecraft? And then Cat sleeping, piece, a bed, and then I don't know what that is. What is that? The last one. Person in bed. What is that? It just comes out as like a square. It comes out as a square. Yeah, I don't know what that last thing is. It just comes out as a square on my end. I don't know if it's supposed to be a square. My music a little too loud. It got censored, my friend. Whenever you see it's just a box, it's censored. Oh, but what is it then? If it's just a box, it's censored. But why is it censored? Is it just like this? I don't have it or something? Yeah, because I have it as like a little white box on my screen. You know, whatever. I mean, like, it's fine. Just random. Anyways, But yeah, I was thinking about doing Flamity, or we could do a different one that calls your guys' attention. Hey, Flopix. I know today's a dev day. I'm actually doing some doodles today. But like obviously Ori's. And I was thinking which one I should doodle. You know, it's a big eyes blushing emoji. Oh, wait, why is that censored? That's so random. Maybe I just don't have it. It could be like I just don't have that emoji on my PC for some reason. But either way, like I said, I don't even ask, how are you? Oh, well, I'm great. I know I really am. I guess like I'm a little stressed with work, but not like stress, like, oh no, more like I just want to finish what I've been working on. I just want to finish what I've been working on so I can have a little more time to work on my game. Like I said, I still need to debug a bunch of stuff, and I haven't had the time to do it, which is a little disappointing. Let's see. And it means that I might go back to bed because I think I woke up in the wrong time. Oh, okay. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, that happens. Bro, I did like a mini tournament and I used Honchko because they banned Merc. Oh, they did because of the prankster, right? Which I thought that was so funny. And the thing, they accidentally went 5 special Honchko. Oh, and yeah, I know. He is physical. He's got the Moxie. Wait, so what should you do? Do you do Moxie or Hustle? I know a lot of people use both, like either or. I'm at the sleepover. Yeah, nice. Well, I thought you said it was done. I thought you said it was done, Alan. I thought you said it was like, oh, it's done. But no, that's cool though, Atlas. So that what you go? You used to go Moxie or Hustle? You know, because those are like the 2 sets that I always hear people using. I did Hustle because oh. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's cool. So did you go in like what is it? The lenses? Did you do the scope lens? Or I think that's the one that increases accuracy. So like you lowered accuracy because of the ability, but then you use the glasses to increase the accuracy. A lot of people use that strategy. At least from what I'm familiar with. You know what I mean? But okay, either way. Which one should we do? I'm not even sure. What should we do? Should we go with? Because these are like the guys. These are like the different ones I have that I'm going to have for a while. You know? I like obviously it's gonna be more. And by the ending, there's gonna be 108. I have a lot of them written down in my notes. Notes in here. I have like ideas and doodles and stuff just like written down in my notes. I have like one of these composition notebooks, and it's like when I write my ideas, right? But like I'm like these are like locked in. These are the ones that are locked in. I have other designs too. I'm not gonna share. Actually, you know what? I could just because I feel like it, I could share a doodle. You know, I'm gonna share a doodle of, where is it? This one is like what do I want to share though? I'm like, do I want to share this one? I have like some in like a book, you know. You've seen that, like this one you've seen. So like you've seen this guy, like you've seen this one, you know. You've seen that one, but no, I mean like I'm like looking one, like a fun one. This one's like old. Oh, it's funny. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna show you guys one of the older ones. Like this is like one, this guy, I guess like equivalent to like a legendary, I guess in a weird sense. Here, there's like a legendary I can show you briefly. A little hint of like some stuff to come in the future. I just felt like it. You know, let's see. Oh, you did a Select Berry, but it was a tournament with my friend, and we banned like a bunch of Pokemon, which is really funny. It's the first round. My friend rage quit just because my iron bundle was Terra, and 5 of his mon is weak to. Oh, well, that's a bad one to be weak against. Ice is so common as a secondary, like an ability that people use as coverage. So having that as a weakness is terrible. You know, like I'm just being honest. That's like such a bad one to be weak against. Like, oh, I'm weak to ice. Don't no. That one's you don't want to be weak to ice. Like have a lot of guys weak to ice. You know, you need a few Pokemon that are resistant, like what was it? Water, ice is also resistant. What else? I think it's like there's a few that are resistant to ice, which I feel like they shouldn't be, but whatever. Like fire is fine. I actually feel like personally, I feel like fire and ice should be neutral. They should be neutral damage, not resistant. You know what I mean? I feel like they should be neutral to each other. But I understand that there's like some people like, oh no, fire should be strong against ice. I actually feel like it should be in between, like half and half. Ooh, electric mouse. Ooh, you had like a Pikachu? Or do you have like a Raichu? There's so many electric mice in the game. A fire, was it Charizard? Also, he had Walking Wake, which is like 4 times weak to freeze dry. Well, I mean, that's like a very specific move. Oh, you doing the starters? Wait, who's a water turtle? Oh, you talking about the fossil? You won? Yeah, I mean, I figured you won. All right, I'm gonna go into I'm gonna do not this one. I'm gonna do this one, right? Like the whole thing. Yeah, I kind of figured the way you were talking. It seemed like that you did well, even if you did like you didn't have the best team. But I think we're gonna do this one. I'm gonna play with this one a little bit. Let's do lock that in. Like lock that in. Okay, so the thing that I was saying, like this, the fun thing about this style, at least I think. Wait, there we go. I'm gonna do like a bigger. There we go. Right, you paint over stuff a lot. This is like I want to play with this though. Oh, I actually, I'm not sure if I should do. Like I'm thinking about it, right? Oh, actually, let's do maybe an overlay. How'd overlay look? Oh, interesting. I don't like that. Like it's interesting, but in like a way that doesn't really work. Maybe. I'll see. I could do this. I could do an overlay. I know a lot of people do the overlay style when like they'll draw things in gray and then they'll go over it as an overlay. But I'm not sure if that's really exactly what I want to do. You know what I mean? By the way, because he's just a legendary smapper. Who is? Wait. House in North today. Hopefully I could win against them. Oh, okay. Oh, he's a spammer. I get you. So he just loves legendaries. That's funny. You could probably beat him. It's not I bet you can. Right? I assume you can. Let's do it like this. How does this look? I'm not sold on the overlay for this. I don't think so. I'm gonna stick with like the regular. Then go back to this. Right, where you do like this style where you go over it. Now, you know what I should do? I'm thinking about it now. Instead of this, I'm gonna like combine a little bit. I was thinking about this the other day. So I am gonna do this. I'm gonna use the real G pen. Fear strat rules. Wait, what's the fear strat? Yeah, this team is Zacian, Zamazenta, Zernia. Wait, his team, that is ridiculous. That is just like goofy. It's not even, it doesn't even have like good synergy if I'm being honest. You know? Because you got Zacian and Zamazenta, which wait, so what is that? That's a fairy. Was it fairy fighting? And then no, not fairy fight. Fairy steel? Right, it's like fairy steel, and then you have fighting steel. So they're both weak against ground, like horribly. Xerxia, what is that one weak against? Just like poison and steel. Koraidon, Luna. Yeah, it doesn't. I feel like it doesn't have a lot of synergy. I'm going to the gym because I'm old enough. So adios. Ooh, nice, Alan. I used to go to the gym a lot. I used to be a gym rat at one point. Focus band, Endeavor, Quick Attack, Rat. Oh, I've seen. I remember that one. I do remember that strat floppix. I do remember that one. Yeah. The focus sash. Yeah, that's like an annoying one. But I did beat it in Pokemon Showdown with no legend. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, legends is one of those things. Like I actually did a video. Like I never released it. I made like a video about how they should fix legends because legends don't feel legendary. Yeah, have a wonderful day, Alan. But I was mentioning they don't feel legendary to me. There's like a bunch of things I put in my notes. I was like, I would totally change this to make this better because it just doesn't feel good. You know? I don't know if I'll ever release that. Like, if I'll ever do that again. Because I recorded it. You know? I did record the video. I just never like edited. I didn't do the edit. And I was just like, I decided to change directions afterwards. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to. Not that I was wasting my time, but I was wasting my energy on things I didn't want to do. I did like it. I thought it was fun. But I was like, no, actually, I want to work. I want to focus on my game. And I was just like, forget this. So there's like a few videos that I recorded that are never going to come out. You know? Who knows? Like I say never for right now, but you never know. I might want to do it for fun in the future, and I end up using that as like a template for something else. You know, so it's possible, something like that. And then I could do, thinking like this for the eyes. I said I'm not sure. I feel like these eyes that I gave it were not very good. I think something like that. We're like slightly rounded. I think is a little better because like now that I looked at them, like, why did I give these eyes make them so sharp? It wasn't supposed to be that sharp. You know? Oh, actually, I wasn't like, I didn't like hate that. It was kind of okay. So I'm thinking we're like combining kind of the styles where I'm doing this, the G pen, right? Because I do want this to feel unique in a way. Doing like the G pen and then I'm going to color with the gouache underneath. I think that might be the direction I go. Especially, I really liked the boxiness that I gave the lighting. I was like, ooh, I like that. I was like playing with it. Where I kind of gave it this little, not like a box shape, but it was very much like a hexagon shape to the lighting. And I was like, oh, I kind of like that. I know I was like playing around with it, but I liked it. Afterwards, I was like, okay, I'm down. Oh, no, that looks weird. Do like this into like that. He's got like a little stick legs, even if it is like a superhero. That's like what they are. I was based on this like Caribbean folklore, you know, this Caribbean folklore I found, and I was like, oh, I like this a lot. And it's like this about just this guy. He was swimming in the ocean, and a flamingo saves him. And I was like, that is adorable. I don't remember right now the details of the story, but in the story though, the flamingo saves him. And I was like, that's adorable. I love this. I was like, I'm totally using this for one of my characters. A superhero flamingo? Yeah, that sounds amazing. Right? A superhero flamingo just sounds wonderful. I'm making a creative game and making islands of solder. Okay. Nice. So you doing that with yours? Oh, just because. Ban sand rush. Oh, I didn't even realize. I didn't even read that they banned the sand rush. Well, so what are you doing instead of the sand rush? Okay, so I'm doing this, right? And then I want to play with this. Oh, actually, let's do this. I'm going to go back to this one. Did I leave any holes? I don't think I did. For the most part, I did. I tend to like keep it pretty clean when I do this. Do that, right? Okay. And then I'm gonna lock this in because I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to play with this style, and I think it is gonna be really nice when I get it down. So now I'm gonna go with the gouache. Let's do, yeah, I'm gonna do this one. So let's do this, right? Kind of like playing with this gouache style. It is like, I do want to keep it like clean, right? But I think what it is, it's where it's going to really differ is the shading. Maybe I should do that. I should save it. I should save it more for the shading part where I use the gouache. That's what I'm actually thinking now. Because I do like it where it's kind of clean, but I think for the shading is where I'm really going to go into the gouache style. Because it doesn't really do anything for me when I look at it being messy. You know what I mean? I'm like looking at it, I'm like, eh. It's not like, I'm not like feeling it. I'm playing horror fishing game on Roblox. Oh, interesting. How a horror fishing game? What would you do with that? And Great Atlas. Oh, dude, by the way, in my tournament, I had decided to do something really risky. What'd you do? What was so risky? And how was a horror fishing game? That one, I'm interested in the horror fishing game. I don't play horror games, but this still sounds interesting to me. Because I'm curious, what's the direction for that? You know, like what would you do in a horror fishing game that's so horror like? Let's see. Hey, now not cause my teammate left. Oh, that's a bummer. Your teammate left. That's not nice. I mean, but what do you do though in the game? Either way, what do you do in this horror fishing game? Yeah, right now I'm just laying down the flats, which, like I said, I'm like playing with this concept of the gouache, right? I am playing with this, and I'm playing with it a little bit. Like I was like looking at, like, well, I don't like it that it's so messy, but I think I don't mind it for the shading. So maybe I might go into like with this, which is like a real G pen, that brush, and then afterwards I'll just go into the shading with the gouache. No, actually, let's do that. Now that, and then see, I'm like cleaning it up just because I like it when it looks kind of clean. Like visually, I like the cleanliness. It's funny because it's clean, but it's also like, you actually look at the G pen, the edges are very like bumpy. They're not very smooth, right? So I like it because it looks almost natural. Yeah, I think keep that one. Now let's do this. I'll read the chat in a moment. I saw that you guys wrote some stuff. There we go. Right, I'm just like trying to get the colors down, and then I can play with it. Let's see what you did. Okay, like you're playing as someone who's scared of aquatic creatures. Wait, what? No, I know. That's why I was like curious. I was like, how is it a horror game? I mean, I could imagine a horror game where you're fishing, because the whole thing of a horror game is that you don't have control. You know, that is like the aesthetic. Like, oh, you're the one, you're like afraid, or you're like, you don't have control of the situation. So I could imagine a horror game as a fishing game, but I'm curious how they did it. You know what I mean? It's like the way I would do it would probably like you're fishing, and then obviously there would be like, it's, I guess like the objective, you'd have to fish, but there are dangerous things. So you have to make sure you don't catch the wrong fish to lure in something that would eat you. You know, something like that. I could imagine that'd be kind of scary. But either way, Atlas. So I use a foul play with slow bro. Oh, so wait. So turn 1, I had a Porygon 2 and Metacham, and I used Skill Swap. Ah, nice. Okay. Iron Hands, which is a belly drum. Slowbro used Trick Room, but he had all the speed evos on Iron Hands. Oh. So wait. Did you know that he was going to have a fast Iron Hands? Or did you just kind of like guessed? It was just like you lucked out. Was it one of those situations? I'm a little curious. Porygon is my other team. Oh, okay. I mean, I like Porygon too. He's a good one. It's a good Pokemon. It's nice and fun. Let's do that, and then that, and then now I want to play with the gouache that I was saying earlier. So let's go into this, and then what I want to do. Something like this. Let's see. Overlay. How does that look? I'm like looking at the color. I don't think, is it bright? Is it dark enough? Maybe not. Maybe that one? That one might be dark enough. Right? I feel like that one might be dark enough for what I'm doing. Right? I think that one's like okay. I'm like looking at it and it feels okay. Yeah, I think like this actually might be what I do for my style. Like now that I'm looking at it. So I might like do the coloring with this. You know, I feel like that's kind of like just works better than the whole thing. Just because like the flats, I feel like they don't need it. Hey, hello OG Mr. Ghost. Welcome in. Oh, did you ever do I haven't seen the video. Did you do the video for the contest yet? I know you said you were going to do it, and I think you said it was today. Or am I wrong? Am I totally off? Because I thought you said it was going to be today. That you're going to post it? I'm posting it now. Ooh, okay. I'll get to see that later. I'll definitely check that one out. You know, I'm excited to see what you posted. Like right now, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this, right? I think instead, because I was like thinking about it. Realistically, I don't like the flats. The flats were looking really messy for me. And I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe I just do the gouache part as the color, like, you know, the shadows. Like this, what I'm doing right now. Instead of doing the whole thing. This one's this is like this one. Oh, I might do like, okay, I'm like trying to see how I do this stuff, right? Because I want things to feel familiar every time when I do it. So like that, play with this a little bit. Right? Like that. And then we could probably go into, what's this one? I'm like trying to remember what they all do. This one's a little darker. Okay, that's fine. Not darker, like it's a little thicker, I feel. So when I use it, it'll look a little darker. Where the other ones are like, well, the first one is probably the dark, like not the darkest, the thickest, I feel. You know, because there's like a level of thickness to each of them. Of like how thick is the paint on this? Right, there we go. And I like that. I'm like looking. I'm digging this. I think this is like working a little bit. Let's see. You want to see if you won low. I mean, no. I'm actually curious to see what you say. That's actually, to be honest, that's what I'm most curious about, is to see what you say in this video. You know, not so much if I won. I want to see what you said in the video. Let's see. Sure, why not? Yeah, okay. I was actually interior because he usually goes sword dance. Oh. Interesting. So let's do like that. Right? And then we could play with the light. Actually, no, the lighting. What should I do for the lighting? I'm thinking like we'll do like this, right? Something like that. I'm gonna like a little bit. I want to like just kind of like frame this a little bit, so you could tell it's like there's like some thickness to it, to the glasses. And then underneath, obviously the eyes. We'll do like the eyes. Yeah, I think something like that. Yeah, and then I want to do, let's play with the, let's see how this looks. Oh, okay, that's going to be interesting. I kind of like that, actually. Right? Yeah, I think like this is like, I like this. I'm digging what this is doing. I actually think it's interesting looking. No, I don't like that one. But let me go back. On the bottom. And the bottom looks fine. We'll do a little bit on the edge. I want to do like a little bit over here. Right? And then we'll do like this. So I'm going to do like on the edge. I think that works really well. Yeah, I'm like looking at this. And so this one I want to play with a little bit more. So do like this. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to do this one. I really liked how it looked when I did it with the other one, where it's like very scratchy. You know, I like that scratchiness to it. It looks interesting to me. I feel like I should go back though to this one and also add the scratchiness to the shadows. I feel like in some parts, I don't know. I'm like still not sure how I want to play with this, but I'm getting like a feel. I'm getting a feel for this. You know, like, well, something like that. Not sure. But I'm like looking at it. I'm like not sure exactly how I want this to be used. It looks a little like muddy in some parts. That's how I'm like not sure about it. You know? That's why I'm like, okay, let's do this. And then I could do this also. The shininess on the leg. What do you guys think? I'm like looking at it. I'm not sure about this one. There are like some spots I like and some spots I'm not feeling it at all. Like, no. Right? I'm like looking at it. I don't know. I'll continue playing with this. Let's see. Maybe reaction to. Wait. I usually enter it because I usually go. Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe reaction to Oni Boi is a 2-minute long. Oh wow, it's wild. It's a longer video. Nice. Hey, Miss Cloud Chica, thank you for coming in. Tomorrow's a new video. A Squidwardman. Oh, hello, Ren. Welcome in. So I'm just like playing. I'm still playing with the art style, right? I'm trying to like look at it. Let's see. You know what I mean? I'm like, I want to like, I don't know. I want like, there needs to be more going on. You know what it is? I'm like thinking about it. It was the lighting. I was doing it wrong. It was the wrong direction that I didn't like. Realistically, that's what it was. So I need to make it a better direction. Because the lighting is on this side. It should be on this side. So I didn't even think about it when I was like playing with it, but I wasn't actually like truly paying attention. Yeah, I think it's like this is gonna be like this way, right? So like this, the beak would kind of like cover that lighting. There we go. Okay, this is gonna be better. I'm like thinking about it. Yeah, this is better. Yeah. Then this, it'll be like a shadow here because of the foot. Shadow here, shadow over here. This is like a lot of shadow on this one. Shadows on these things. You got the most skins. Who did? Oh, I made the most. Oh, are you doing like special awards of like who made the most skins, stuff like that, or like you know, who got the most skins, stuff like that'd be actually kind of cool. Just not for anything like an award, just like a funny thing. You know, like who had the most entries? It's like this one. Who had the creepiest entry, stuff like that. You know what I mean? That'd actually be kind of funny too, if you did something like that. I think something like that. I'm like looking at this. I like simplify it a little bit. Yeah, I think like, well, maybe not so much on that one. A little bit on the top. Yeah, I think like this. You did. Oh, you did do it. Nice. Okay. Cool. That's gonna be cool. Then I'm excited to see what you put. You know, excited to see what you put. Here, let's see this. Huh? I was like, wait, that looked odd. Do I like that color? I'm like looking at it. I was like, do I even like that? Let's do add glow. No. Hard light. I'm not sure if I like some of these. You know, I'm like, I think overlay is the best one. It just caught me off guard that it was so light. You know what I mean? When I looked at it, I was like, well, let's do, I think the overlay is the better one. This, do that, do the rim. Right? And I think that's going to be good. I'm looking at it. Yeah, I think that's the better choice. Let's see. So my first video will be reacting to the OG Mr. Ghost video of the competition. Oh, and hello, Elliot. Welcome in. I really wish I could see your reaction to it. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I will watch it. I will watch it though, for sure. Probably after the stream, even. I will probably watch it after the stream. Now let's see. This one. No, maybe like that one. Right? Like that? I'm thinking. Yeah, like I think something like this. Let's do maybe a little bigger on some of these areas. That's like I gotta see, like I want to see, like look at how other people do gouache. You know, I want to look at. I was thinking about that the other day. I was looking at like finished pieces. And I was like, they look cool, but I don't feel like they paint the same, at least not digitally. You know, like I feel like if I did the G pen, it might be better. If I did like one of these, that actually might be better. Now that I think about it, I might actually just switch to the G pen and just do the gouache style, but with a G pen. Just kind of like fake it. You know, fake using the gouache. Because I'm like looking at it and it doesn't feel like gouache. When I look at it, it looks very different from this brush, from the gouache brushes that are here. So I might do that. You know, because I think like the big issue with it is the consistency of how it looks, for me at least. Because everything I want it to look cleaner. Yeah, I think I might just do that. You know, like now that I'm like playing with this, I think this looks a lot better the way I'm doing it right now. For me, obviously there's nothing wrong with this style, but I think I'm gonna start doing it this way. It's like the big difference with the style will be just how I shade things. You know, where it's like a little harsher, I feel. Yeah, I'm like looking at this. Yeah, it's gonna be like nice, I feel. There we go. Yeah, I feel like it's different, you know? Like I said, it is like interesting. I'm not sure about the lines then. If I'm gonna do that, I might actually want to go over the lines as well. Yeah, I might want to go over the lines just like to change the art style a little bit. Let's see that. How this looks if I do the going over the lines. I've had to like emphasize more on certain spots if I'm gonna do this style. And I have to like really go into like maybe like playing with certain parts being darker or lighter. No, darker than. You know, I have to do like this kind of thing. Which is like, okay, I'm not like against it. Yes, thing. You know? Playing with it. I'm like, just like I said, I'm playing with a style still. So I'm trying to like figure something out. And then we could do like this. Like that. And then go to this color with this. I don't know. I'm not feeling that one. Like not even a little bit. Oh, you know what I could do? I could just colorize. I could like color them. You know what I mean? So I could do like this. You know, where you do this, where you like color over the thing, or not color over it, but like you color some spots. Let's do that. You know, so like the parts that are blue, you make them blue. The parts that are pink, you make them pink. I don't know, because then you also lose the beak, right? I'm like looking at it, I lose the beak a lot when I did that. Actually, I'm not like super against this one. Like after I did it, I just like picked the darkest color, which is the blue. And I was like, well, it's not like terrible looking. Maybe just like a different shade of blue. Oh, and then I could lighten up, could go into the light areas with the light parts too. Let's see how that looks, how this feels. So I could do like this, and then keep that very light, right? Well, I'm not against this one. I feel like this is like kind of like a fun looking style that I'm going with right now. Let's think. No, actually. Actually. I'm like you see what I'm doing, right? I'm like playing with this. Trying to get something interesting. I want it to feel different. I added a secret to the video too. Oh, you did like some fun stuff with the video. I like it. Are you gonna like share it later, or it's just like something funny? You know, it's like something funny you're not gonna tell anybody. You're like, no one will ever know unless if you watch the video. You might figure it out. You added 3 secrets. Okay, so those are things I like. Do not spoil it. Yeah, don't spoil it. I think that's cool though. I like the idea of you adding in the cool secrets. Oh, let's see how that looks. No, I don't like that. I mean, it's neat. I do like. I think it's interesting, but you lose it. You lose the eyes underneath. Unless if I did the eyes, what's it called? I did the whole glasses. I don't know. Unless if I did it darker. You know what I mean? What I'm talking about? Actually, maybe. I might be able to show the eyes a little bit. Hold up. Maybe I'm going to try that again. Like now that I'm playing with this, right? Playing with this concept of the doing this style. This is the light, right? Okay, let's do like that. No, actually, hold up. Wait, go back. There we go. I do like this where it's like the rim is going to be that color. A little bit. And then we could do a little bit, a little scratchy. What do you guys think? Meant good. Wait, good morning, good evening. Hey, Dragon, welcome in. You guys will love them. Yeah, okay. The video is 36% done downloading. Wow, okay, so oh, you did say it was a longer video. It's like a 30-minute video. That's cool though. I like it. I don't think I've done any video that long. You know, like when I think about it, I don't think any of my videos are even close. What do you guys think? Like I said, I know I'm kind of like playing with this. But what do you guys actually think of this? Maybe do like a one right here. Did I grab the wrong color? Oh no, I think I did. Right? I'm like looking at this. I'm like, okay, this is not bad. And then I could do another one on top, which is gonna be like a white, right? No, not this color. I want like a white, like an actual white. You know? So it's like that. Well, maybe she's not, it shouldn't be that shiny. The beak is fine. I think that could be shiny. The feet also, they are like, okay. This one, right? I think the feet can be shiny. Everything, maybe the glasses could also be shiny. Yeah, I think the glasses are fine to be shiny. And then having one, what's it called? Like one of these. I'm not sure about. I think that one might be too much. You know, that one might be too much. Let's see. And then maybe like one over here. And maybe like on the forehead. I'm like looking, I'm playing, like I said, I've been playing with this style. Just feels like I want it to be fun. I'm not sure. Here, one thing I want to do now, I'm playing with this. Let's see how this looks when I do the rim light that I like adding in. I'll try to do a preview for it. Oh yeah, you're saying not a preview. You're saying what's that called? Yeah, I guess it's like a preview or no, premiere, right? That's what you're talking about. You want to do a premiere. You want to do a premiere, right? My stream had so low voice today that no one could hear me. Oh, that's a bummer. And I don't know why. I just love doing old-timey English voice. And I feel like I'm being culturally inappropriate. I guess. I think it depends. If you're making fun. You know, I think if you're making fun of a culture, then yeah, that's not okay. But if you're being respectful, then it's fine. There's nothing wrong with if you're being respectful to a culture, there's nothing wrong with it. It's when you're making fun of it. If you're doing it because you love it, you're like, oh, I love how this sounds. You know, I think it's a little different. At least the way I see it. You know, there is like a difference of someone making fun and someone being like they're in love with this. But there is like a level of disrespect. So I understand what you mean. If you are being like disrespectful, yeah, that's not okay. I don't know. I'm like I said, I've been like still playing with this look. And then I want to do. Actually, I'm looking at this one. Let's go back to this color. I think was it. Yeah, so I was looking at that and I was like, it looks very dirty. And that was one because I was doing the gouache brush. Which I said, I like the gouache brush. but at the same time, it feels so dirty. Like, you know what I mean? River Premiere is good because they have a live chat. Yeah, it is nice. Neither make fun nor appreciate. If it makes sense, it's just like it's normal. I don't know. I think that's a little odd than Dragon. You know what I mean? If it's not your culture, then it is a little odd. You know, because like, okay, for example, again, I'm Cuban, right? I mentioned this many times. My English sounds very different from my Spanish. You know, I don't have like an English, like my English doesn't sound like I speak Spanish, the tone of my voice or whatever. And I wouldn't do that because I feel like I would just be making fun of people who don't have that, you know, that locked in that for example, my fiance, I think her voice sounds great, but she has an accent. You could tell that English is not her first language. Like mine is not my first language, but it's definitely my dominant language. So I think there is like if you're doing that in a way that is kind of making fun, you know, especially if you're saying you don't do it as appreciation, you just do it because it's fun to do, then it is kind of making fun of people for a manner that they are speaking. If you know what I mean, if you understand what I mean. Let's do, which one? I'm like looking at this one. Yeah, that's the white one. I was like thinking, should I add that? I'm not sure. No, I don't like. I think it's like too much white spot. Oh, you know what I should do instead? It's because I gave this one too much. I feel like I gave this one too much, and that's what I should do. I should go back to this, right, and make this smaller. Yeah, that's it. You know, it was just too much on that end. I don't know. I'm like looking at this. I'm not like 100% sure what I want to do with this. You know, I feel like it's not bad, right? It's not bad looking. I'm not sure if that's the direction I want to go with this. You know, like, is this the direction I want to go with my art? Because it's not like, I'm not like against it. I'm like, look, you know what I mean? I don't go like, have your bottle of water. I say hydrate yourself. Good sir. No, I know. Like you're not saying, you're not like doing it in a making fun of voice. I understand what you're saying. You know, you're not trying to be disrespectful, but a lot of people can take it disrespectful if you're not. So you're saying you're not doing as, oh, I appreciate the language. You know, because I think it is cool when like an Anglophiles, where people who, I do like their accent. I think it sounds nice. For me personally, hey, that sounds like a nice accent. But you're saying you don't feel that way. You're just saying like, it's just fun to talk like that. You're not doing it as an appreciation. You're doing more of like, oh, it's just fun to be silly. You know, so in that sense, I can see what, for me personally, I don't really care. It doesn't bother me, but I know some people it could. And it really depends on how much you want to be careful with that kind of stuff. I don't know, just like a hot take to think about when you do that kind of thing. Like, are you appreciating the culture or are you just like making fun of the culture? So let's see, let's do this. I'm just gonna like throw down like a background, I guess. Like a simple background. Let's do like a big one. There you go. Right? Just throw this down a little bit. Oh, you know, I should do like a water. Should do like water first and then do the sand. Right? And then like the back. Let's do other colors. Like I said, I'm just like playing with this right now. Maybe I feel like that's too bright. I went like too bright. Like that. Right? I think that was like too bright. What I did earlier. And then we could do like something like this. I'm just like I said, I'm just still like playing with this concept a little bit. Let's do like that. Right? And then I'll do like that. I'll play with this more. Like I said, I want to play with this more. No, let's do maybe like this. No, that's way too big, and I didn't like the color. You know, I'm like looking. I'm like, I don't know. All right, let's get rid of some of those. And then, like I said, let's do this. Like, obviously, the closer I am, the more detailed it's going to be. The farther I get, the less detailed. So I'm just trying to get like a concept down. Yeah, like I'm thinking like this. Obviously, I'm thinking like the back would be more blended as well. White. You know, like I said, I'm trying to like play with this concept. So when people look at it, oh, that's Ori's. I don't know. I'm not like I said, I'm not 100% sure. I haven't naturalized it because I'm so used to Shakespeare. I guess I'm appreciating the part. Wait, appreciating a part. Oh, so yeah, then you're appreciating part of the culture because Shakespeare is very, very interesting. The English stole everything else. Being silly with an old timey English isn't a big deal. No, because, but that's the thing though. When you treat it that way, Ren, because you're blaming somebody, or you're blaming a culture just because of something that happened in the past. I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? Like if you're making fun of a culture just because in the past they used to be a certain way, that's not okay. You know? That's like let's say right now, Ren, you're, I don't know, someone making fun of you because of your great grandfather or something. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be like, wait, what does that have to do with me? My great grandfather was like this random person. I never even knew this person. Why would you make fun of me? You understand though? Like that would, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't be happy with that. You have to think about it. Like the best way to think about it, would you be okay if someone was doing that to you? You know what I mean? So like whatever your culture is, would you be okay if someone was doing like a voice making fun of your culture or whatever? It's like, well, maybe not. Like you understand? Like me personally, I would say for the most part, it doesn't bother me when people do voices or like, especially if they're being fun, they're just being silly and fun, right? It's when they're saying like very like rude things, but like, okay, I could see that, where like you are making fun of a culture, right? I think it depends on the context of what you're saying, not so much just the voice. The voice itself usually doesn't bother me. It's more so the context with the voice. Then I could be, okay, yeah, that's not okay. Like, I'm still not, I know, I'm like going back and forth with the art. I'm like looking at this. Like, I do think it's fun, but I'm feeling like maybe I should, because I think it's neat, but at the same time, I kind of like, maybe like the painterliness I did like. Like, let me see. I'm gonna like go like next to it. I'm gonna try which one is it? Was it this color? I like it is that color. I have to see how it looks. Like which one do I like more? Do I like the rigidness or do I like this painterliness? You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm like looking at it and like I'm not sure. I think like it is fun. But I think the fun with the painterliness is you have like a bunch of layers. You know what I mean? You're doing like multiple layers with this. So then like if I do that, I would just add another layer to it. Do like another overlay. Overlay. And then I would do like a black layer or something. You know? I think if I did that, well, obviously I wouldn't do it like that dark. Take away a little bit. So we go like a little variate, like not full on variations, but maybe like little differences. Actually, that's not bad. I kind of like that. I might play with that. So I might, instead of doing the 3-tone, I might go like a 5-tone, right? Oh no, technically I was already doing 4 tones. So I'm just adding one more. Yeah. Yeah, because I already had the white tone. So I think I might do that. And that might feel different enough for me where I'm happy with it. Because that's the thing, I was like looking, I'm like, is this like that different though? Other than being a little more rigid, you know, like the painting or whatever, is it like really that different? Yeah, I'm like looking at this. Also, I could do another layer. I'm like thinking, do I want to do another layer of light in between? Not counting the white. You understand what I mean? So like this, another layer there. And then, yeah, I already did that one. And let's see how that looks with the other layer of white on top. So we have this one. And then like this one, let's try how to see. So this one would be like a very light color. It looks like it would be like super shiny then, right? Like reduce it a little bit, something like that. I don't know. Like I think if I did do that, then I'd want to add more to that one, the underneath layer. I'm like looking over here too, just like so I could like gauge how I feel about it. And then on this one is the very bright one. Yeah. So right, I'm like, how does that feel? Does that feel right? I'm like looking at it. Actually does look interesting. Like visually, it looks interesting. What do you guys think? You know, because like that's what I want it. I want it to feel distinct. So when you look at it, you're like, oh, this is very different. Yeah, I think like that looks interesting to me. When I play with this, I'm like, okay. And it's actually kind of a fast art style. If I'm being like 100% fair with you guys, it's like this style's doesn't take that long to do. You know, like I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, it's actually kind of simple to do. Actually, that doesn't look terrible. Hold up. Like now I'm like playing with the glasses. Let's see, this, like that, right? And then on this side, we'll do something similar, but less. Ooh, I like that. I think that looks fun. Yeah, okay. I'm really digging this. It looks like there's a lot going on, but I kind of like this. Like the more I look at it, I'm like, okay, all right. I'm feeling this. So this one is the dark one, right? This one, I could probably add more in the dark one too. Now like I'm playing with, I have like the multiple layers of this, the dark. Boom, boom. Okay. And then this one is the darker one. It's funny because you can't even tell too much on this one when it gets into this phase. You could definitely, oh no, actually you can't. Yeah, you can't tell as much in the pink. The pink is not as noticeable. Yeah, it's not as noticeable in the other area as the other areas. Yeah, I like this. It still looks like gouache, but it's not. It's the G pen. I am using the G pen instead. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play with this style. Like I said, it's still like, it looks like gouache a little bit, but it's a little more rigid, which I think is like a good blend of what I'm looking for. So I might, yeah, I think this is it. Then I just add like a little bottom. I will throw this into like something else. Here, let's do just like a shadow on the bottom. Right? No, let me make that bigger. No, I did not like that at all. No, let's make it smaller. No, bigger. There you go. Do like that, and then like something like that. I think that like, whoa, you can't even see the bottom, can you? Right? I think something like this just feels nice. And then we could do something up here for this action spot. It was like, it's like a kick or whatever I gave it. What is this? Wait. Oh, I'm gonna drop that into that. And then I think this one, I'll erase whatever that was, right? I was like looking at it, I was like, well, actually that's kind of interesting. Like, what is the pink? Where is it? Oh, it's literally in the bottom. Okay. Right, so we did this, and then let's go into this one. We're here. I'm gonna erase some of this, and then I'm gonna add what I was doing before. So it's kind of like this effect to it. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. It looks interesting. Guess what? What's up? What happened, OG Mr. Ghost? Like I said, have you noticed I've been playing with this? It's done. Ooh, very nice. I think I will be wrapping it up today. Like I said, I still have work to do. So I'll be doing that. So I might be ending it. Oh, wait, until you finish stream? Yeah, I think I was about to finish it anyways, you know? So I will be finishing it right now because I think I'm, like I said, I'm playing with the art style for my game, right? For like the art of my game. And I kind of like this semi gouache look to it, you know? So I'm doing like this. I'll show you. So I'm doing like this. And then I'm doing here. So I'm like going over it multiple times. Or I guess, no, it'll be instead, yeah, it'll be like this. Here, I'll show you. I'll start like this. Oops. So I'm doing like this, right? And then I'm going over it with a bunch of different colors. Like this. You know, so it's like this, and then I'm doing this, right? And then I'm doing like this, and then doing another one. I guess you can't even tell because I didn't do this. I did this one too big. Okay. Make this one smaller. So like this, then this one, then that one, and then the very dark one. And then we did like, what's it called? A rim light. You know, and then I finished it off with this this yellow, right? I did like an opposite rim light, which is funny. I feel like this one should actually be like a white instead. You know? Or anyways, here. Let me go back to the yellow one I gave it a moment ago. But yeah, I'm just like kind of like playing with this concept of how to do it. You know, because I want to mess with this art style a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go figure out how to do a premiere. Yeah, it just shows you in the options. But either way, I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you so much, OG Mr. Ghost, Dragon Spiral, Ren. Thank you so much, Ripper Gamer, Oni Allen. Thank you so much, Flopix. Let's see, Miss Cloud Chica, The Great Atlas. And I think there was something more. I already got Ripper. I did you. I'm like going through now. I think it was Isabel was the other one. Isabel, thank you so much. And Nya Cat is also here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out as long as you guys do. Hope to see you all very soon. Oh, and Gumdrop. Oh, sorry, Gumdrop. You were here in the very beginning, and then I think that was it, right? Yeah, yeah. You were talking about your pet fish, which is very cool. And you got it at the fair. But I'm out of here, guys. And I hope to see you all very soon. See you next time. Goodbye.